Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Josh Allen rolling, massive win in Detroit, locked in, fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. Hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Josh Allen putting together that MVP season. My goodness, right here out the backfield. The back, little wheel rail. Man coverage, tough ask for the backer here to be able to carry the back out the backfield off this whirly bird action with the motion, play action. Just beautiful touch. And I mean, there are so many things that jump off the film in this game with Josh Allen, but it's a combination. It's not just Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. There certainly are plays like that, but there's also some scheme. So we're going to come around here. This little whirly bird action, I feel like, is getting more and more popular. We're going to pull an offensive lineman, pass protected up. And then we're going to hit that rail coming out the backfield. So at the end of the day, this is a one-on-one drill here versus right here. And that's just tough to have this play action at your face. And then you got to go cover essentially a vertical shot down the field. Now paired with it, we've got a couple static routes here, up, turn around, man to man. And you just find the one-on-one down the field, run away. And all you need to do is drop a beautiful touch throw right to the back down the field. Again, awesome rhythm, balance. We talk about the mechanics and the fundamentals from Allen when he's locked in like this. Watch his base. Just perfectly balanced, tight hitch reset, balls out on time, beautiful touch, club, trajectory, accuracy, precision. There's just so many good things right here. And you overlay it with the design, the timing, the pass pro, his touch. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Next one here, 3rd and 5. Now this is just Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. The capacity to extend. We get a little quaddy here. Nothing right away. Extend by time. Find the back over the middle of the field for a huge chunk. So again, when you can extend like this, it just puts so much stress on the back end of a defense. You really have no chance to cover. And then you have the capacity to throw it back across your body. The vision. Again, the touch. Now, there's a flip side to this coin that we'll see later in the game, but when it's rolling, it's pretty damn impressive. So again, love me some 4x1 quads in the league. I still think it's just one of those things you don't see enough of. So we got one eligible down here, 4 up top. Here's the back. This is where this thing's going to go. He's going to come in, run a little whip or arrow. He's going to see Josh Allen, decide, I got to go. I got to go by time. This route is the one that's then going to end up in the middle of the field. So again, the structure of this thing, it sure looks like they're trying to get to some iteration of Tampa here. There's just no way that you can keep the structure of the defense when the quarterback is back there running around this long. So again, we're just watching the number 1 up top as he comes in. Not there, scramble away, get back in the quarterback's line of vision. And again, look at him up top. He's on, I mean, what are you going to say to the defense? Like, this is a pretty good job. You can see her. He's already looked here, doesn't like it. Now he's come back. He sees this space. We're now able to hit this and take advantage of this space. So they're just on the same page. This is just recess. But it's tethered to scramble principles. I wouldn't say scramble rules here. This is a combination of seeing the field, the vision, the patience, and Josh Allen just being a unicorn back there as far as an athlete to be able to extend. So no, don't like it. You know, maybe over the ball right there. Yeah, don't like it. Extend, working the sideline, right? He's got 3 guys right in his vision right there. Come back. No. Maybe 10 down the field. No. Back inside. Love it. And, okay, just footwork wise here as we get to the sideline. We're buying time. No heel click. Perfect base. All his cleats in the ground. Enough club, big play. Wow. Next one here, another Josh Allen special. You know, this one, we're end up going to throw it to the back. The guy we're faking it to right there on a scramble, extend this thing to the left. This is originally like a little play action dagger. He's going to extend, go into his left, make it look easy, flick back to his right. Nothing easy about this throw. I think if you're going to try to criticize this play, you could potentially say, hey, this is probably there in structure if you keep your eyes up. But as he goes to extend right here, again, he's such a threat to run. All these defensive players have to come up. He keeps his eyes down the field, just makes an easy flick across his body to another back, big play down the field. So again, if we were talking just the structure of the play here. So again, we get this little in and out motion, little defensive cue for us here. We're going to fake it this way. This is where the ball is going to go here on this little check down, and then it just extends into a scramble play. That's the extension of the play. What's there originally here is probably just this deep dagger. So we run this dagger with what I'm used to calling like a clear post through here. Again, versus some iteration of Tampa. He's running with the vertical of the number 2. There's probably enough space here for me to say, hey, instead of hitting your back foot and putting your eyes down, let's just give this thing a chance here, and maybe we can play this thing within structure even easier. So if we're being critical here at the top of this drop, fake, just hang right there. There's no pass pro issues. Now, why he puts his eyes down is probably because he feels that lane form in front of him to take off and run. But you can see that dagger down the field, right? The number 1 up top. Even though I don't love the fact that he went outside the corner, and maybe that's a good red light to get off of him, but it's still going to come open. So in a perfect world, you'd want that receiver to probably go inside, widen out, slip inside. But man, this ability to extend and to make these throws look easy. There's nothing easy about these off-platform throws to anybody, let alone off-platform throws to the backs. Just make it look like a handoff. So no, eyes down, eyes up, extend, create, go into your left, throw back across your body to the right. Again, look at that thing. Drop it down right on him. My goodness. What a play. Dude is on fire. Next one here. Now, this is Josh Allen, the runner, a dynamic athlete to be able to run the ball like this. Again, I personally think this is overlaid with outstanding design, game planning. This is a bit of a unique play. I'm going to try to categorize it as best I can. I would probably classify it as a bash quarterback long trap with a bluff flat. So there's a lot of layers going on here. I want to take my second because I just really want to appreciate what's going on here. I'm going to say that we're probably conflict defender reading this player right here. Here's what I would classify as the bash, the back away. So we shuffle, reading that. If this guy can tackle the bash, then we're going to pull it and run it ourselves. Up front, they're running what I'm used to calling long trap. So essentially this side is going to be gap down. I think it's tackle long trap too. And we're going to be pulling the backside tackle to kick out the C-gap defender down here. Now, normally I would say you see a little bit more power read, power shovel down here than this type of action. The thing that's the next layer, so if this is the first part of this play, so 1 here to the back, 2, quarterback run, the long trap, 3 would be the pitch here on the bluff flat for me. And so all that to say we're running quarterback long trap. The crazy thing here is the pulling offensive lineman has no one to block because as he goes to pull, so as he comes across to kick out here, there's really nobody here because this bluff action widens the edge and someone has him with a match defense. So that's why this thing is so open. He matches to the flat. The inside backer up here is going with the back up top on the bash. We've got somebody running with the number 2, and there's really just a cavern in the middle of the field. So again, anytime the pulling offensive lineman has no one to block and we walk into the end zone, it's an amazing play. So the first thing here, let's just see that conflict defender key read up top. See him widen, he can tackle the back there, so we're going to pull it. Now down here to the bottom, we got that tackle long trap coming at us. But because 41, the sniffer fullback type, is bluffing into the flat, it pulls the backer. So, we've got extra guys here. It's pretty amazing. We get a deuce to no one. We've got the right tackle on the ground, the left tackle's blocking no one. It's just a thing of beauty. Again, it's one of those things. Just this, when I think of run games scheming people up, I just want you to watch these 3 players kind of on a string here. Watch them go, go, go. And it creates just this huge cavern that as we come across here, there's no one even here. It's wild. It's a beautiful design. It's great play calling. Yeah, I know we got the JV squad out there for Detroit on defense, but this thing is beautiful. I mean, how often do you get a picture like this? That's awesome. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Now, I wouldn't necessarily classify this as a miss. I would classify this as a play that I would hope that Josh can hit. Now, again, I love me some quads. I love a shift motion, get to a bunch, run an iteration of mesh railroad. This ball, in my opinion, probably gets tipped from the linebacker. Now, a few things. One, I think if he wanted to, he probably thinks he can put it up and over the backer here. It's a nice play by the backer. You know, if you put that another 6 inches higher, it's probably a catch. I think you could also make the argument, and again, I tread lightly with this stuff because we're not in the quarterback room. We don't know exactly what the read is, but I can tell you that what I would assume the read is this mesh play to me is most often called for man coverage. So this to me is the mesh part of it right here. Here's the railroad part of it for me, or the rail from the backfield. And then you can really do anything you want with the other two guys. Here, they're running what would call like a crosser and an in, or a basic. Okay, and I think it's vice versa here. So here's the in. Here's the crosser from the number 3. So to me here, if you caught zone, okay, this really isn't a great zone option. You maybe get the rail right away, but you're probably going either sit right here or this in right here. I would bet, if I had to bet money, this would be like a 1, this would be 2, and then this right here would be 3. And I'm saying here is if Josh could get the first window on the 3, it's probably there. You know, could he also wait and let this thing clear the backer and go second window? Probably. I just think it looks like when we look at him from the end zone, it looks like he's trying to hit the crosser. And when he comes back over to the in, he's a tick late. So again, I don't know what their process is. No one's saying that I do. I'm saying that this play gets played a lot, and it would make sense to me to go 1 to 2 to 3 here. And if that was the case, I would want him to get it up and down before the backer. So again, you make the judgment. Normally, okay, because they go for it on 4th down, I wouldn't spend that much time on it. I don't think you're going to get a chance to go for every single 4th down for the rest of the season. And it just looks like the new number 2 up top is there. So no to the rail, no to the mesh, yes to the in right there. And you can see kind of the timing of it with Josh's feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would probably go 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch. It looks like he's looking to the crosser there, which I'm not saying that it's not there either. Let me be clear about that. This kind of looks like it pops open. My thing about it is the way that you play things quickly, for most people, I would say you quickly eliminate routes. And this to me is not a good zone route because you don't have anything back here to hold any of these other players. There's nothing to hold these guys, right? Because we're going mesh here, right? We got mesh coming towards us, and we've got an in. So there's nothing to hold these defenders back here. So they're going to be just sitting here waiting for that crosser or over to come towards you. But it looks like Josh goes, maybe I want that, and that makes him late to the end. And again, maybe they teach it. Mesh, crosser, in. The hell do I know? Yeah, I'm just saying, if you look at looking with your eyes starting to the right like this, look at his helmet stripe, to come back to the left to say, I'm going to rip that crosser to 1 right there. So to me here, if you took the timing of the rail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the in, right there, you can see that at the top right, that's the timing. So it's there, it just looks like it's a tick late. It's not the end of the world. Okay? He plays an amazing game, but you can see the window. So even though what I'm saying here is we're late to the in for whatever reason, either the read, even if you were late right here, you can either, I think he could put it up and over, put a perfect throw like 9 feet high to hit to the tight end running in the middle, or you could be on time right in the first window, or You could be late into the second window and just let him clear that backer. But again, you're living on the edge because some of these guys back here have no threat other than this crosser who's running through, right? So again, a lot of moving parts to say, hey, just throw the in on time. 3rd and 2, we can convert that. Now they go for it on 4th, so it really doesn't matter. Next one here, right on cue, 4th and 2, the very next play. Amateur hour up top, we get a little rub by the number 3. That's way too easy. Again, not making excuses about who we're playing against or what they are depth-wise or what's going on with them. Okay, everybody's got injury issues this time of year. But we can't be playing man, in my opinion. Okay, this is just my opinion. In the NFL, if you're playing man coverage and you have 3 people to a side in a pseudo condensed split, like a dirty bunch here, you can't be on the same level, guys. Come on, dog. Someone's got to be off. You can go like, so theoretically it could look like this. Okay, we could go on here, change the color, on here, off here, off here. I don't care what it is, but you can't line up like this on a string. Everybody in the stadium knows that you're going to get picked. I mean, there's not a good offensive coordinator from Pop Warner up that's not going to run some sort of rub route versus that look. That's too easy. And the number 2 comes in there, gives them a little flipper, little chicken wing, and we're by you. I mean, that's shockingly easy for a 4th and 2 to get a big chunk like that. And again, the backs are doing their thing. Good for you. That's awesome. Again, I love the play calling, the touch. There's a lot to like there, but that can't be the defense that we're rolling with. Next one here, another touchdown run, not by Josh Allen, but impacted by Josh Allen. This is very similar to the first touchdown run we showed to Josh Allen. To me, this is bash, Q, long trap. And this time the conflict defender cannot tackle the bash, so we just hand it to him. So watch the C-gap defender to the left. Blue gloves. Stiff. Comes inside, walk-in touchdown. So again, even though technically Josh Allen doesn't run this in my opinion, Josh Allen is the reason this thing works. So again, conflict defender, who are we reading right here? Okay, if he can get up and tackle the back, then we're going to keep it and run the long trap just like we did the last time. Okay, if he comes up and cannot tackle the bash, so he comes up and squeezes this thing or turns his hips or turns his shoulders, well, great. That guy gets paid to run. Hand it to him. Let him walk into the end zone. And it's just that simple. And then the blocking, they don't block it exactly the same. Last time they bluff flatted this thing. This time they arc it, but everything else is the same. Okay, gap down. We're coming across, kicking out the C-gap defender over here. So you can see the bones of the exact same play. I mean, they being the Lions, do not have an answer down here, but this is way too easy. I mean, that thing happens fast. We got no chance. Again, blue gloves makes this read easy. Up. As soon as he turns and runs like this in, it's a wrap. Hand it to him, walk it in. Hell yeah. Next one here. This is simply Josh Allen being Superman. Okay, this is a fake toss naked keeper, making the edge defender miss, buying time, and simply out-throwing the coverage. There's just very difficult to defend this type of offensive football. You know, Josh Allen, again, unicornish here on the perimeter. So make somebody miss, not looking to throw it away, looking downfield. There's really only 3 options. Give him the point, go deep, and chuck it, out-throw the coverage. Pretty damn impressive. So I feel like I talk about this a lot on this channel, maybe too much even for me. In a condensed formation like this, where we're going to run, everybody's in tight splits inside the numbers, and you're going to run some sort of naked or keeper out this way. Universally, there's going to be someone deep, someone in the over, and someone in the flat. How they get there really doesn't matter. How they get there on this one is the backside tight end is running that shallow drag flat across. We got the over, and then we've got what I'm used to calling like the angle pylon, deep one here. So the way that this thing works is, the reason I don't love this version of this is because this has a chance to get caught up a lot. Oftentimes you'll see guys in a sniffer and running that slide or sneak flat, which I think comes out a little bit cleaner. But no here, the over's not there. We got to make somebody miss. Now the big play in the condensed kind of angle corner here, he just keeps going. And again, because we're able to negotiate the edge here, and by time we don't look to run, throw it away, we're able to point, and then we just simply out-throw the coverage. So first thing here, let's just watch this inline tight end, watch him get hung up and why this can be tough to navigate all that traffic to get back over to the flat. See him get hung up. In a perfect world, the relationship that I like on these naked or keepers is as we come out and fake this thing, you really want the naked or the over to be on the same, you want to be parallel here as we're running together. And really the quarterback obviously be carving it down a little bit, but that's the relationship you want. So really you often want the flat to be out first, and it's just hard to get out over there that fast through all that traffic. So the timing here isn't there. We get knocked around on the backside. Don't worry. We got the Josh Allen ultimate Band-Aid. He's just going to go out there, buy some time, and simply out-throw the coverage. Pseudo mailbox, give your guy a chance, go make a massive play. And again, just no answer for the best athlete, best player on the field. And it's one of those things where you just kind of sit here and giggle when you see the film like this. Like what? There's no contain. What? Coverage, point, chuck. He takes a big shot right on his grill. Simply outstanding big play football. All right, into the second half here. Again, Josh Allen continuing to do just ridiculous things. Now, this one has a bit of a kind of clown car-ish vibe. And I also want to make sure I say a few things. One, I don't know if I've ever seen running backs be able to create like this consistently in scramble drill situation. Now, this type of throw to me is 100% living on the edge. It just is. It doesn't take away from how great it is, okay? Watch the back out the backfield here. So chip, he's open. Clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap. Great. Keep running. Keep running. Look at this throw. I mean, that is living on the edge. Someone right in your face, you can't get through the throw, drops a perfect strike. The creativity just jumps off the film. Now, the reason I feel like it's got some clown car vibes here is because we got this guy, he's on the ground. The number 2, I think, is on the ground. So we've got 2 of our 5 eligibles on the ground here. We end up getting to the back who's chipping and then just works the scramble drill like this. I mean, it's pretty damn wild. And again, when it works, best player in the league, no doubt. You hope it always works because there's just no way around it to say that it's always going to work out for you when you make plays like this. And later in the game, it doesn't always work out, but it's not a disaster. But when it works, this is simply magical, man. Again, I just want you to just trace the back here because it's a combination of, it's Josh Allen making a great play, no doubt. But this is now the 3rd time we've seen the back make a highlight scramble play in one game? Crazy. Next one here, 3rd and 4. I love the aggressiveness down here to the bottom. The number 1, the tight end, 86, becomes the new number 2. We're going to hit him on an inside release corner. Now, normally I would say inside release corner, not that great. But if you trust your dude to win, and he can, and you've got a quarterback who can throw with this kind of touch, again, I love how he's lined up to his left. It's a beautiful route. It really is. It's a combination, again, of scheme and execution. So again, what I'm saying here is this little short motion down. So he's going to run in here. What's the defense going to do? How are they going to sort this thing out? They're going to stay with it, lock it. When we come in here, normally I would say we'd want to get outside of the defender. If you're going to go inside the defender, you really got to have the trust of your quarterback to say, hey, I can still win to get up and set this thing high. So as you get up, that's not a premium look here to go run this corner as he's here, and we've got a safety potentially over the top. But the throw is right down the line. Again, the touch jumps off the film. The other thing, little detail thing, is he's lined up at the top of his drop. There's no wasted movement to get to his first read, front side. So short motion, watch the inside release. First of all, see the miscommunication. He's like, you take him. Ah, shit, I got him. Okay, inside release. Not a premium spot to be in. Lined up. Look at him lined up to the left. Trust him to win. He wins. Separation. Right in stride. Beautiful. It's outstanding design and execution. Watch the subtle dovetail of the drop. See how he kind of carves it to our right to be lined up to the left. One hitch, all his cleats in the ground. Beautiful touch. And it's also an excellent route. It's not the greatest coverage in the world. But versus bad leverage, that's pretty sweet. And it's a beautiful throw, hook up on third down. Next one here, 3rd and 6. So on videos like this, even for guys that are going to win the MVP, I think it's meaningful to show kind of a full picture of how somebody plays. So when you can extend and make plays, there's an element of never giving up on a play. And that fine line between never giving up and making consistently good decisions is a tough line to live on. And this is one of those ones where in a game like this throw doesn't matter. Even if he catches it, it's probably going to be you're probably going to still win. But the decision that this is baked into this guy's DNA, I just want you to, there's nothing there. Okay. We got nothing there. Top. Now go extend. Do you? Now this is the fine line. This decision to throw this ball. So he goes to throw this ball right there. We've already seen him multiple times create in the middle of the field, back across his body, right? He's throwing it here. I think he's throwing it to the second guy because this defender comes off the inside one and almost makes the play and really probably should make the interception here. So again, when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And it's one of those things for me, you just have to point it out. When you're on fire and you're in a heat check situation, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But at some point, playing meaningful football in a tighter game, this is going to be tough. This could easily go the other way. And it's just one of those things where I would never want to coach Josh Allen's playmaking ability out of him. But it's one of those, such a fine line between, hey, this is a hell of a play, to, dude, that is a disaster play. And our season is over now in the playoffs because we chucked it up like this. So again, there's no manual out there about, hey, when to throw it, when not to throw it. Hey, I've made a bunch of these plays already. Don't take the ball out of my hands. I totally get that. And it's not always there. We don't always need the cape. Next one here, 2nd and 7. This is a beautifully designed play. We're going to hit the tight end, the wing down here on the bottom on the little bluff corner. I think of this as a Lamar Jackson special. This is a hell of a catch. It's beautifully schemed up. I don't think of this as a great man coverage play, but it works right here. DB gets a little easy, and that's a hell of a catch, first of all. But we've got heavy personnel in here, right? So we've got an extra offensive lineman. We've got man-to-man, right? We've already seen the bump look right here. So you would think that we would be man-to-man right here. So when we go down here, hard block, okay, or hard down, we're going to have this play action come across. So you go, and then because Josh Allen is such a threat to run, now, do we stay in our coverage or do we fit this thing? Do we set the edge? Well, you can't really be right here because if you cover him, we're going to run for a little gain. If you come up and try to fit the edge, we're going to throw it over your head. Now, normally I like this call as a high red zone call, but right here, it works perfectly. Again, I personally don't think it's great versus man. If you know the DB is going to fall asleep down here to the bottom, good for you. You got a tight end who can make one-handed catches, even better. Yeah, that's a pretty good DB over there that we're trying to fool. So no, play fake, get on the edge, And again, it helps when you got big 64 running right down the line of scrimmage, right? The right guard. Great discipline to not go downfield. Easy flick, hell of a catch, rolling. Next one here, we got a little read long trap. So we're going to read the C-gap defender up top, the guy in the far hash. He hard charges. We got a huge cavern for Josh Allen to just run right down, slide in for a easy double. I mean, it doesn't get easier to read a C-gap defender than this look. I mean, he's taking off like he's a 100-meter sprinter. So again, we're running long trap this way. There's the back. Tackle coming down. Look at that conflict defender and take that thing. And again, it's man coverage. He's out of there. The other linebacker over here is covering the bubble. There simply is nobody. You know, you got the old Vince Lombardi. There's a wall. We got a seal. We don't even need a seal. They're sealing themselves. Whoop! I mean, look at that space. I almost think he's going to score. Almost think he could have scored. Crazy. So how it gets so open is watch the bubble by the number 3 up top. So when he bubbles, see them spread to it. So that creates that side up top. They've got nobody in the alley to force that thing, and that thing is, and again, almost surprised that he doesn't decide to house that thing. Just so cool. You just don't, I'm not used to seeing this much long trap, tackle long trap like this. They ran it a bunch in this game. I didn't show the one touchdown run by Cook, but that was also off long trap. They can read it. I think it's just beautiful, man. Next one here, 3rd and 5. I simply love this design here. I'm used to calling this inverted wing slot. Now they get there with a little bit of a McCaffrey here up top as far as the formation. But this ends up being just quarterback pin and pull. And 3rd and 5 to just run your quarterback to the right and get a first down like this is pretty damn awesome. There's some really cool elements of this play. The first thing here, I would imagine this is what I would classify as an SRO. What's an SRO? SRO to me just means screen run option. So do we like the math out here, right? Is it 2 over 3? If it's 3 over 3, which it is, okay, we don't like the math. Also, in quarterback run game, it's just a little hack for you guys. In quarterback run game, so where you're running the quarterback, if there's a post safety, meaning middle field closed, the defense does not have enough people. Either side, you can do the math here, how this thing works out. Now, the other thing to pay attention to on this one is 13. This is beautiful, man. He's going to pin the edge on probably the softest NFL edge you're going to see in a long time. He's going to have the edge so easily that the guy who has him man to man is going to hang out there. So he's just going to take 2. So he comes down, boom, and then, oh yeah, I'll block you too. So that then when we get the pull and the next offensive lineman comes out as well, there's nobody for him to block. I mean, he's adds on and helps the tight end clean it up. It's an excellent job by 13. So first, look up top, 3 over 3, don't throw it. Down here to the bottom. Okay, now watch 13, hold the edge, the number 1. Seal it, take 2. Look, I mean, this is the type of block that the offensive coordinator cannot wait to show the unit. Boom. Take on the next one. Take 2 on the edge, 3rd down. The ability to run the quarterback, trying to run out the clock, get another first down. Stay in bounds. I mean, that's so good. So good. My goodness. I love the perimeter blocking like that. That is outstanding. Watch 13 on the right. Boom. Take 2. 79 is like, who do I have? This last one here, 3rd and 10. This is a touchdown pass that gets called back. This might be the craziest one of the day. There's a lot going wrong here, but there's a lot to love from Josh Allen. I don't think I've ever seen a chest pass, touchdown pass like this. Look at him celebrate before it even gets to him. He doesn't even look. He's not even looking. Look at the ball in the air, and his hand is... Now, this is kind of a BS call on the left guard. Yeah, technically, is it a hold right there? Yeah, I guess. But man, that is tough to wipe that play out. Now, the thing that I think is, an even more bummer here is that Josh looks like he's ready to play this how I would say correctly. So right here, they're getting zeroed. So he's going to be over the number 3. Technically, we should have a free runner right here. I personally think the left guard probably does the wrong thing. The left guard goes out. I would expect him to squeeze down so that the widest rusher is the free rusher. And we would just raise up and put this right on the vertical hot here. So catch it, and it looks like Josh is ready to go. We just don't look right here. So when he doesn't look, we don't throw it. Okay? And then Josh has to make somebody miss in the B gap, and then he decides to throw a chest pass when the guy who's covering the number 3 comes off on Josh because he can run it. And we just chest pass it over his head. I mean, just watch Josh here. So he plays it right multiple times. So catch it, throw the hot right there. He wants to. The guy's not looking. If you throw the hot right there, it's probably going to score. Collision score. So not there. The left tackle, watch him go out. He should probably squeeze in. Doesn't matter. Make him miss. Chest pass, touchdown. Such a bummer that they called this hold on the left guard. Does he hold him right there? I guess, man. I guess. Damn. So good. That's so ridiculous. So that is a wrap. Josh Allen, week 15, putting on an absolute clinic. I thought he showcased unbelievable touch. His capacity to extend and create and then throw strikes down the field, the vision. For the most part, the decisions, okay, you're certainly living on the edge. There's no doubt about it when you play like that. But when it works and it's a thing of beauty and you're the best athlete on the field, it's magical. It really is. And he had a number of giggle throws in this thing. And it's not just those kind of extending plays. It's also the play design, the offensive architecture, the quarterback run game, how they were putting different stress points on the defense. Yes, I know the defense was depleted personnel-wise, but still going out there playing at an extremely high level. I just love the creativity, the arm talent, overlay that with his ability to move, run, create, extend. When he's playing like that, going to be really, really tough to beat. Fired up to see more. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.